Hey everybody, it's Matty here with Altcoin Buzz with you on this Sunday. Happy Diwali first and foremost, as it is summed up here in this at Altcoin Buzz IO tweet. Happy Diwali, crypto family. We hope you make great, huge, massive, explosive gains and learn a lot about Bitcoin, blockchain, and cryptocurrencies as well along the way. And big kudos to this reply here by Athenium Chain. Happy Diwali, Michael Scott. Of course, that is a great episode. If you're an Office Insider, I'm sure you agree with me. We're looking at a whole bunch of stuff today, including the impact of Diwali on money with this Forbes.com article, and how that may relate to the world of cryptocurrency. Also on Forbes, we're talking about $100,000 Bitcoin. We're sitting just below 10K right now. So after recovery to the $10,000 mark, Bitcoin should hit $100,000 in 2021 or perhaps by 2021. We're then talking about huge updates in the way of Crypto.com and on altcoinbuzz.io. Crypto.com AMA summary. November looks good. We'll take a look at some of the numbers here on the website as well in the earn section. But before all that, let's take a look at the market today on coinmarketcap.com. We're sitting at $249 billion, up even since yesterday. Bitcoin at $9,472. That's up 2.86% since yesterday. As you can see, we certainly went up about 2-3 days ago, came back down a little bit, retraced somewhat, and now are up again on that sort of plateau that we settled at. Bitcoin dominance at 68.5%. Very nice performance over these last few days, especially for a weekend if you think about it in a historical context. Again, of course, happy Diwali to those members of the Altcoin Buzz army that celebrate. Here's an interesting article, not so much relying on cryptocurrency or Bitcoin as subject matter, but a good one nonetheless on Forbes. Money, money, money. The link between India's most famous holiday, Diwali, and getting rich. I learned a lot by reading this, but Diwali, India's biggest festival, takes place between October and November in accordance with the Hindu lunar calendar and commemorates the triumph of good over evil. This year it falls on the 19th of October, also known as the Festival of Lights. It's a holiday people celebrate by decorating their homes, offices, and public spaces with traditional clay oil lamps, colorful paper lanterns, fairy lights, and, until recently, elaborate fireworks. But it also brings with it a fascinating array of activities geared toward wealth creation. And in that spirit, of course, we wish you only the very best positive karma and vibes when it comes to wealth creation. I am no expert on Diwali, and I do not presume to be, nor am I going to take up that persona here over the course of this video, but there are some elements of the holiday, such as worshiping the goddess of creation, buying gold, and other valuables. It's all about positivity and wealth creation, right? Also here, playing the market, which I guess in today's age includes the cryptocurrency market. Half superstition, half strategy. Many investors consider it lucky to buy stocks for their children during the Diwali trading season to be held for the long term, or even sometimes never sold at all. Many traders, on the other hand, choose to book intraday profits, however small they may be, simply to begin their market activity for the year on an optimistic note. So we at Altcoin Buzz figured, hey, why can't cryptocurrency also be included in some of these more traditional customs? If you are celebrating Diwali, if you are a member of the Altcoin Buzz army, again, we wish you lots of fortune, lots of prosperity, and hopefully you're incorporating some of these new traditions into the older ones as well. So happy Diwali once again to those who celebrate. Also on Forbes.com here, after recovery to 10K, Bitcoin should hit $100,000 in 2021. The Bitcoin price dropped like a stone on Thursday, as we all know, falling to a 5-month low of just over $7,000, but only to bounce back over 10K, enlivening what has been a stagnant market and leaving analysts scratching their heads as to the cause of the extreme volatility. If you've not checked out yesterday's video, we laid out 7 reasons for the recent Bitcoin price pump. A lot of those are background reasons. A lot of those are kind of just environmental, market contextual reasons, to be fair, not necessarily one acute catalyzing force, but in conjunction with multiple variables, we think those 7 reasons played a big role for the recent price movement. Ahead of Bitcoin's sudden market moves this week, bullish Bitcoin speculators had remained confident that the market will explode over the next couple of years, with the big rebound further emboldening investors and chasing away Bitcoin bears, at least for now. Earlier in the week, widely respected Bitcoin analyst Plan B, who created the so-called stock-to-flow Bitcoin pricing model, reiterated his expectation that Bitcoin will hit 100K before Christmas of 2021. So that's just over 2 years away. Quote, somewhere between a year and a year and a half after the May 2020 halving, so say Christmas 2021, Bitcoin should be or should have been above $100,000, Plan B told global macro investor founder Raoul Pal. Quote, if that's not the case, then all bets are off and the model probably breaks down. I don't expect that to happen. We've covered the stock-to-flow pricing model before. It calculates a ratio based on the existing supply of an asset against how much is entering circulation. Bitcoin currently has a stock-to-flow ratio of 25, though the model sees this increasing to 50 following the scheduled 2020 Bitcoin halving. And as you can imagine, with every subsequent halving that will occur over the next 100 years, the stock-to-flow ratio is only going to increase. And that's not a guarantee one way or another. I mean, eventually, as Plan B said, the model may break down if there's not a sufficient response. However, on paper and technically, the number associated with that stock-to-flow ratio is going to increase. So to the extent that there is a public reaction to those kinds of numbers, the number is something that bodes well for Bitcoin's future. In May next year, unless the Bitcoin network computing power radically changes, the coin reward for mining new Bitcoin blocks will drop from 12.5 to 6.25 Bitcoin, thus cutting the supply of new Bitcoin coming into the market by half. And earlier in the year, of course, Morgan Creek Digital co-founder Anthony Pompliano similarly predicted Bitcoin will hit 100K by the end of 2021, pointing to looser monetary policy from the world's central banks and Bitcoin's next halving as a, quote, perfect storm. So John McAfee now says $2 million by the end of 2020. I think this is a little bit more realistic. I could get behind 100K by the end of 2021. I think we're facing a lot of resistance personally because the all-time highs of December 2017 really were the result of a lot of sudden volatile hysteria, just a lot of enthusiasm, some of which was unwarranted, in my opinion. And to get beyond that is going to be a big hurdle. But once we do, I think there's a pressure building under the surface. I think we're going to explode through that barrier if and when it happens. And then it's off to the races as far as I'm concerned after that. We're now looking at a couple of Crypto.com updates, starting with this update by Shash on Twitter. Make sure you're following him at email Shashwat. Huge updates from BNB, Engine, and MCO released this week. Binance launched Nigerian Naira, NGN, BTC, and BNB pairs. Engine entered an investment partnership with Blockchain. Crypto.com launched in the EU, which we'll be discussing in just a second. None of them are tech updates. They are adoption updates. And adoption, at the end of the day, is the game that we're interested in. Looking now at our website, altcoinbuzz.io, Crypto.com AMA summary, Ask Me Anything. November looks good. This article brought to us by Ezekiel. Check out this summary of Crypto.com's October AMA. Chris Marcellek from Crypto.com held an October AMA session, and November, according to Chris, is looking quite good. Crypto.com, of course, is speeding up. Plenty of great news is readily awaiting the community next month. The 40-minute AMA session was held on Twitter, and we have made a summary for you. Here are a lot of the key milestones and highlights, including the fact that 10 million MCO have been staked in the app. The team has grown as well to over 205 members, and the services are available in 49 states in the US, except of course for New York, which always seems to be the outlier. Many other updates and milestones as well. Here is the sneak peek as far as the month of November goes. There are three main things to look forward to in November, as Chris mentioned. He didn't give specific details, and we're going to have to wait until next month to find out for sure. But number one, as far as we suspect, card update for both EU and APEC, APEC. Number two, a new roadmap is coming up in 10 months. They struck off the majority of the things on the current roadmap. Lots of exciting stuff to be shared on what's in for 2020 and beyond. And at number three, a new product launch is coming. As you can see, there are a lot of questions and answers here in this AMA, so including information about Australia's status, Dust, conversion status, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Why is PAX, P-A-X-G, chosen over Digix? You can check out the full exchange here on the website. We'll link to this, of course, in the description below. It really is significant, however, that Crypto.com is launching in the EU because this gives an annual interest rate on stablecoins anywhere from 8 to 12%. Which is a big deal. 4 to 8% in other cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and like Ethereum and BNB. And you can see this here in the supported stablecoins column. It's the last link versus EU banks that have actually negative interest rates today. So we're comparing the benefits of staking and non-staking. In this case, make sure you switch on this option with 500 or more MCO that are staked. And depending on whether you want to set up a flexible 1 month or 3 month structure, the supported stablecoin percentage per annum return is 12% here, so not too shabby. You can check out more information here on Crypto.com. We are on the Earn page specifically where you can check out the details of their rates and your potential earnings. And that about wraps it up for today, everybody. Do be sure you're following us on all the regular social media channels and keep checking back into altcoinbuzz.io for all the latest. Go ahead, like, subscribe, share, hit the bell to receive notifications if you've enjoyed today's video. Best of luck if you choose to invest on this Sunday, but have a great tail end to your weekend, everybody. And as always, we hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.